Got into a sexual relationship early on at 12 years old, then into pornography. Then I took that into a relationship with a girlfriend. Got her pregnant, and I had my first abortion at 15 years old. And a year later, had another abortion. So 16 years old, I've already destroyed and murdered 2 lives. So it was a matter of convenience. So I killed my baby for a matter of convenience. When I got married, I brought pornography into my marriage. We got pregnant. Her mom's doctor said, "You've been on the pill for 3.5 months, almost 4 months. You need to abort this child because chances are you're gonna have a Down syndrome child." So I'm like, okay. I said, okay. That was stupid. A year later, same situation. At that point, she came to me and she says, "I'm pregnant. I don't want this child. I want an abortion. And if you love me enough, you'll take me." She said, "I'm going to do this with or without you." So I took her. And I sat there, and that was when my anger, my rage, all the things that happened from abortion, that's when it really hit me, because that's number 4. I killed 4 lives. What did I do? To atone, I worked hard. I spent more time on the road. I spent more time in my stores. I worked longer hours. Just to fill the pain, just to fill it up.
When I heard the vacuum go on, and it's a noise you'll never forget. It's a noise you'll never forget. And imagine that day my son didn't know what was going to happen. He was growing and moving and developing, and one day somebody comes in and just rips your life apart, just comes in and tears your limbs off, and it's supposed to be okay. I became a girl that was like, no one will ever hurt me again. I basically became like a soldier in my own army. And then I became one of those women that built walls around me. I felt like I was trying to hold all that pain, all those emotions, all of those, I don't even know, attacks against my soul my whole life, underwater. And I started to do drugs, you know, a little more, just methamphetamine and cocaine, because I wanted to be in control. But I saw this brochure, and it said, PACE, Post-Abortion Counseling and Education. And I went, who talks about this topic? I went through that and understood it was a baby. I can't even tell you what that did to me on the inside. You have to go through grieving. That is so deep. It's so deep. My sister was a Christian, you know, and she would be praying for me, and she sent me a Bible, and I'd try to read the Bible, and it didn't make sense to me. And I'm just like, what does this have to do with me? I would hear the radio, I'd listen to the radio, and I'd hear Christian programs, and I'm like, there's that ache. And it was like the Lord was wooing me. It was like the Lord was wooing me to himself. and I could finally hear him. Because I tried everything else. I could hear him wooing me. And I would push against it, like I will never be vulnerable again. And you gotta get to that place where you surrender, and that takes vulnerability. It takes you saying, okay, I surrender. I quit everything I know to rely on somebody I don't really know and I don't understand because no one's ever told me. Through that, God showed me who he was, his character. The God, the creator of the universe, the God that forgave, the God that came down to die for my sins. And so I understood his love, maybe a little bit for the first time. And my life started to change. My morality, what was right and wrong, my normal was no longer normal to me anymore. My husband, Bob, we've been married 17 years, but how we came together was two desperate hearts looking for, will you care for me? Will you love me? So I remember our pastor at the time going, oh, are you guys married? And our church was really small. And I go, no. And he goes, you guys live together? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you can't do that. You know, I just told him, I can't live with you anymore. He's like, what? I was his world. I was his God. I was his, you know, comfort zone, I guess.
We ended up leaving each other for 2.5, almost 3 years. My wife was the one who destroyed my life. She was my girlfriend who destroyed me to the point where I came to Christ. Or within that time frame, I conversed with her, and then I asked her, I said, do I have anything to offer? She said yes. Within, let's see, that's April, May, June, July, August. 5 months later, we're engaged. And then we were literally trying to get pregnant. And there was that, it was barren. 1 year goes by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by, 4 years go by. What's going on? I get tested, she gets tested. We're both looking at it back going, is it because of our past sins?
Finally, after fasting and praying, we got pregnant. Okay, let's go there. And my body was just 30 hours of labor and just being so exhausted. Yet looking at him going, I can't believe this. And you're like happy, but you're sad because your other child didn't make it. And you just think, this one's okay, but that one's not. Like they're any less important. So you're happy, but you're sad. And you're just so, all these emotions are running through you. And you're going, wow, God, I had no idea. I had no idea what life was all about.
I offended a girl that was helping in the pro-life ministry when she said, have you ever named your children? And I said, well, you know, Manny, Mo, and Jack. And she started crying. And she started crying because I didn't put a name to those faces. And how shame on me for doing that. Not realizing how hurt she was from her abortion. You got to put a name to them. I could go and help the pro-life centers and fundraise. I can do all of these back behind the scenes type things. But now God has told me, get in the fight, get in the battle. It's time. And I want my ending part of my life to make a difference for Him, to glorify Jesus, to let people know there's truth out there, that you don't have to live a worldly lifestyle in order to have fun and have joy. And all I have to do is look in my kids' faces and know that. Because I know there's 4 out there that I won't ever see until I get there.
In my ignorance, in my pain, in my hiding, in my sin, in my wanting love, I aborted an innocent life. And I'm a sinner in need of a Savior. But God, He came down, rescued me, washed away my sins, made them white as snow.
He saved our entire family. I mean, if it wasn't for God, my mom wouldn't have me or Joshua.
Because the doctor said she wouldn't have any children, but I came along with my brother, so that made me happy that I had a chance to live in this world.
I want my young boys to be standing up as men one day and be able to have a testimony and say, hey, God is a lover of your soul. Come to Him. And then they can look at their lives and be filled with the Holy Spirit, that they can walk in truth and walk with the power of Christ as they enter into the battle of this world.
So the redemption, it's amazing. Sin is destructive. But redemption, the ripple effect of redemption, is restoration. I mean, the God of the universe came down, and the God that created me before the heavens and the earth, He knew me, that He saw my substance, and He was part of the whole process of bringing me into this world, that He knit me there. The Lord said, go tell the world that. Go tell every human being you know they are made in my image, that they bear my image no matter if they have brown hair, blue eyes, whatever color, that every person was brought here because I put them there. My husband can't give me what I need. My children can't give me what I need. My friends can't. My pastor can't. But God can. And that's the beauty of it. There's only one real lover of your soul, and that's the one that created you.